and the constitution and the vilification. We can call whatever the specifics we want. The reason she keeps relapsing back to the same thing is because, like that scorpion in the story, it is in the nature of KAWIRA to sting. So even if you give her another chance, whether it is on account of pity, whether it is on account of sympathy, whatever the reason, she will sting again. And I swear, Mr. Speaker, there are no prophets in my family, but I can tell you, if you forgive her, she will sting again and will be back in this assembly. And the question is the one, therefore, asked by the Honorable Sifuna: for how long can we endure this embarrassment? Is it fair? I had the senator ask, do wants have consequences? Of course, wants have consequences. Wars have been fought because someone said words that they shouldn't have said. That's why there is an adage that says, speech is silver, silence is golden. Mr. Speaker, you were told kaende kaende means development and other nice things. I invite any of you, because it's an open country. Kaende kaende is not an English word, it's not a Swahili word, it's not a native word from any of our native languages. It is Sheng, street slang in Nairobi. And I told you yesterday, all you need is pick your phone, call a young person, ask them what is the meaning of kaende kaende. And I told you the meaning is, I don't care. Na liwe liwalo. Kusera kusera. And I recall telling you, because it is in the nature of KAWIRA to do these type of things. When I mean it is in her nature, I mean she can't help it. It's part of our chemistry. Unfortunately, we have human beings like those, and they are our beloved brothers and sisters. We can't get rid of them, but we can't allow them to be governor. We can't allow them. They are our beloved mothers, sisters and brothers. But the very reason chapter 6 of our constitution and all these laws we've cited is an acknowledgement that not all of us can be a state officer. Some of us may be very intelligent. They may be very eloquent. They may have very good mobilization skills. As a matter of fact, they may be loved by the people. Barabbas was so loved that the people chose him over the Son of God. But it doesn't mean they are the right holders of certain offices. And if, by what I called in the last impeachment, that seemed to bring me into trouble with the Senate, an aberration of democracy. Mr. Speaker, Article 181 exists because the drafters of our Constitution, in their wisdom, realized democracy can produce aberrations, counterintuitive products. And governors like the one before you, I very humbly submit, Mr. Speaker, they are an aberration. They are not the type of product our democratic system of government was designed. And because the makers of our Constitution knew this sort of problem can arise from time to time, this august Senate and the County Assembly were given a counter-majoritarian power to remove state officers for violations such as those before you. I told you about Shaggy yesterday and his song, It Wasn't Me. And true to my prediction, even though there are no prophets in my clan, the governor came here and the common denominator was that it wasn't me. I haven't done a single thing. Luckily, Mr. Speaker, today while cross-examining our own legal man, Dixon Monenen Kanata, we were able to show the Senate, not my words, but Section 30 of the County Governments Act, and we were able to demonstrate to you it is immaterial that the acts in question were not personally committed by the governor, because that section says the governor is responsible for those acts. Those are not my words. The section we read says the governor shall be accountable. Those are not my words. The word used in the statute is the governor shall be accountable. And why this defense cannot hold, Mr. Speaker, is you would be setting a very dangerous precedent. In fact, you will have guillotined and killed Chapter 6 and Article 181, because anyone who walks in our villages, in our streets of our cities, you don't need to be very knowledgeable to know senior state officers invariably act by instructing someone else. You rarely ever find a governor, a president, or whoever directly doing something personally. Yet our constitution says they are accountable to Parliament in the case of the national government. They are accountable to the county assembly. Those are the words of the law. Mr. Speaker, if you were to uphold this defense, it would mean no one would ever be impeached, because all you need to do is act through others. Luckily, Mr. Speaker, we also cited another law for you that expressly speaks to acting through others. And in short, all we are trying to tell you, Mr. Speaker, is that there is no valid defense to the charges against Governor KAWIRA Mwangaza. What she has done, which is what she has done all along, is to tell you it wasn't me. Even if she was caught on camera, it wasn't me. Even if she was caught in various places, in Shaggy's song, the man engaging in Ankipanki is caught in the bathroom, on the sofa, and in yet another place, and it's all recorded, and his persistent reply is, it wasn't me. We have shown you that defense is not available as a matter of plain law, but it is not also available as a matter of principle. I propose to leave it at that point, Mr. Speaker, to share the remaining minutes with my learned colleague, Mr. Mutembei Jacob Ngwele, who will take you to the specifics of what is the case we brought before you, what is the response to that case, what are the admissions the governor made at the county assembly, and when all that is done, we shall beseech you in the name of God, whether it is the Christian God or the God of the Nyambene and Mount Kenya hills that they are mere worship before the current civilization, that the time to stop this madness in Meru has come. And if there is no reason, if we haven't proved or satisfied you, the governor is the bishop in the holy book. In the event we have not persuaded you on the evidence, Mr. Speaker, I hope we have persuaded, wherever the truth lies, there is an unsustainable crisis in Meru. And even if you must jettison one person to save the ship, called Meru County with the 1 million inhabitants,